What's up, everybody? Today we are going to go over how to replace a heating element in the Skywalker version 1. So first off, you're going to remove the 4 screws on this front panel, 2 on each side. Go ahead and take that off, and then you're going to need a hex wrench. And there's 6 different spots that need to take that out. 2 on the top, 2 in the middle, and 2 on bottom. And make sure you put these in a place where you will not lose them. And what I always do is I keep that bottom door locked. That way it holds in place when I take these out. And then I unlock it and gently pull it out. If you need some extra slack, go ahead and pull that out. You will not pull it out completely. And then here you have 3 different Phillips screws that you need to get out. Right here, right there, and last one is that top one. Okay, and then you want to gently pull this up, remove the door, remove the rubber casing around that, and then here you're going to unclip 2 separate ones, and they have a little bump right there where if you push down it's very easy to pull out. And then the next one is under, you need to remove the clip first. Get some needle nose pliers. And I have some issues with the left side of my body, so please bear with me. And then what I'm doing here is I'm just going to get a Phillips screwdriver and unscrew it from the other side. So you're going to want to completely remove this clip. Otherwise it's going to be absolutely impossible to unclip that last clip under the guard, that white guard. So now that we have that removed, go ahead and take this thick white cover off of where it's currently, not off, just slide it that way. And then we're going to unclip just like we did the first one. And my heating element was completely fried, so I had a few things coming off of it. All right, just like that, we're gonna pull it out. So you've got the new heating element. Go ahead and slide that in. You're gonna lock it in place at the end of the tube. but I am actually replacing the tube as well. So you need to unscrew these 3 screws with the Phillips and take off the casing there. That way we can pull that glass tube off and put the new one in. And it's just the 3 screws that are on the bottom of the casing. And be very careful here. These glass tubes are touchy. All right, now grab the new tube, put it in the casing, and then we're going to screw that casing back on. That way when we put in the new heating element, you can put it into the slot at the end of the tube and it'll hold it in place. All right, we are good to go. Go ahead and flip that over gently with the new glass tube in there. Put the new heating element in, and you're going to line it up to where you can lock it in place. Once we have it locked in, we're going to plug these back in. The left one is going to go up top. And the right one will go on the bottom. But before we put that in, all right, we put that back in, we slide the cover over, and this is absolutely critical that you put the cover back on there, because it will leak electricity, and you certainly do not want that. Then grab your clip, put the cable up in there and line the top hole up with the hole that was originally on. Make sure it's nice and tight there and not loose. And now we're ready to put it back on. And I do not have a method for putting the cables in a specific spot in the rubber casing there. I just got it in a good spot and then pushed the metal plate down and held it while I screwed the 3 screws back on. Before you screw it down, make sure the door is put in place. And you can see here that I got it in a good place and I'm holding it down with my left thumb. And we're gonna pop these screws back in. And now we test. So I'm going to plug the machine back in, make sure the controller is plugged in. I'm going to power it on, and I'm going to turn it up and press preheat. And just like that, we have a working machine. All right, and since I have to put everything back on, I'm going to unplug it from the wall, gently push this back in. I'm going to lock the bottom door, the bean drop door, so it holds it in place while I get my tools. And before you start putting these screws back in, you're going to want to put the top door back on. Make sure things are lined up and tighten away. And I'm just making sure everything is tightened back up completely. And once we're done with those 6 hex screws, we are going to grab the front plate, put that back on. And we'll have 4 screws, 2 on each side. And there we are. You have successfully changed the heating element. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you tuning in.